some eating sounds, mouth sounds kind of in this video. My throat hurts so bad. I am congested, but it's not COVID. I've been joking around that I almost would rather have COVID, because at least then I could telework and not go to my responsibilities this weekend. So in my Q&A, I did say I would tell you guys how old I am. And I do want to say thank you, because I was flattered by some of your guesses. I really was. But I am 28 years old. Do I look 28 now? Now that you know I'm 28. So I originally was planning to do a video softly singing love songs for Valentine's Day. But being sick, it's just not gonna work. It's just not, so scrap that. And on to the next. I know a lot of people usually do like videos that are very, I don't want to say positive because this isn't going to be a negative video, but I feel like Valentine's videos are usually like about the happier side of love. But I thought it would be more fun if I just read some stories from Reddit's relationship advice. So there may be some issues here, they're just asking for advice, something that they're having an issue with in their relationship. If you wanted to come here only for happy endings, get out of here, girl. This ain't for you. I'm so sorry. Yeah. So, let's get started. The first one says, and also I will be sniffling. I might have to mute for a cough or a sneeze, and I might have to wipe my nose. And it's gonna be disgusting, and I'm sorry. So, my male 24 girlfriend, female 24, said I didn't do enough for Valentine's. I left on a work trip today, so we celebrated Valentine's Day yesterday. The following is what I did. I filled our bedroom with red balloons, got her another inflatable Valentine's balloon, wrote a handwritten card, got flowers and a box of chocolates. I placed the card, roses, chocolates on our bed with all the balloons scattered around the room. I was hoping to surprise her when she came home from work. I'm also taking her out this weekend on a fancy dinner. She's upset that I didn't get her a, quote, gift as well. She said she was kind of looking forward to receiving something tangible, such as a purse or earrings. I'm just so confused. Did I not do enough? I kind of feel like it was all for nothing, since she didn't really appreciate anything. I'm usually very quick to say things like this, so don't think I'm crazy, but leave. If you aren't able to talk to her and get her to realize how much you did, and she doesn't appreciate any of that, like it doesn't sound like she's like, oh, thank you so much for this stuff, but I do really wish you got me a gift. If she's literally just like, screw all that stuff, where's my gift? Leave. You deserve better than that. But I will say, there are people out there who will do what she wants, who will get her a gift and she'll be satisfied. So it just seems like maybe she needs somebody different. You need somebody different. That's what it's giving. I think it's insane, personally, that everything you did wasn't again and says it's only a drink, and I just repeat what I had already said. My girlfriend says it can't hurt to have one drink with him, but I remind her it's supposed to be a date night for us, not time to sit and have drinks with her ex-boyfriend. She just says she doesn't see the problem with one drink, but I just say I'm leaving after the current drink, and she can either leave with me or stay and drink with her ex. We leave together, and she says she doesn't want to go to the next bar and just wants to go home. She accused me of ruining the date, but I disagree and point out it was supposed to be our date, not a date with her ex. Oh, sorry. She just repeated that I was wrong for not agreeing to just have one drink with them, but I just said I wasn't going to sit and be a third wheel on a date with my girlfriend, and that it was weird how much she wanted to have a drink with him. How would you handle this? Okay. In what world? Okay, stay with me. In what world would anybody want to go on a date with their significant other and then have the ex show up and they're like, oh yeah, let's all have drinks? In what world would anyone be like, yes, yay, I would love to do that. I would love, instead of having a date with just my partner, to hang out with my partner's ex too. Anybody? If you're one of those people, let me know down below. I'm curious. How would I handle this? I'm gonna give my partner a chance. We're gonna talk about it. I need you to realize that I'm so sorry, but you're wrong in this situation. The partner is. If we can't come to some agreement, then we I love how I keep saying break up. If we can't come to an agreement though about it, then I think maybe we should break up, because I don't want this to be a reoccurring thing. Also, sketchy that your ex-boyfriend starts messaging you and then he shows up at this bar. Excuse me. And then he shows up at this bar on our date when we're going to several bars. And then, like, why do you want to hang out with him so bad? That's crazy. That's really sketchy to me. Like, if that's the case, and you want to hang out with your ex-boyfriend so bad when we're supposed to be on a date, then go be with your ex-boyfriend. I mean, that's a toxic thing to say, but and then you can't understand my perspective at all. And you're upset and you want to go home because you wanted me to have a drink with your ex so bad. That is wild. Guys, you can't tell me that doesn't sound crazy. Maybe she has some unresolved feelings, or maybe she wants to be with her ex and is struggling with those feelings, but don't then make me feel bad because I have a boundary of some sort. That's a good boundary, that's reasonable. I mean, come on. Wow. Crazy. Okay, what's this one? Okay. I, female 22, broke up with my boyfriend, male 24, because he let me down. My partner, male 24, and I, female 22, have been together for 3 years. He never understood And then it says, edit, it's not simply about Valentine's Day as some of you are saying, it's about him respecting my wishes. Because I always take into consideration occasions and things he likes and dislikes. I felt unimportant and he dismissed my feelings, so I literally cried on call and he shrugged, making it seem like I overreacted. I did not force him to say yes. Please try and understand that he said yes with his own free will. Interesting. I don't like his response at all to you being upset. This person is asking how to stick to the decision to end things, so I don't even have to say end things. If you want to stick to that decision, I think just continue to remember exactly what you said, how you felt. He basically invalidated your feelings. Do I think this was something you guys could have talked about and gotten through? Yes, but I'm also so stuck on him calling her a narcissist and an asshole for having feelings about something that, like, hasn't just happened once. This is the second time it's happened. And this is after he already agreed to plan this day for her. So, girl, just remember how he made you feel. Remember the feeling when he literally, you said you were upset and he literally didn't care, and then you cried about it and he told you to stop crying, basically. He basically said stop being a baby. You didn't plan it either. Hold on to those feelings. You got this, and stay strong. Let's see what else is on here. Oh gosh. Some of these titles I'm like, oh. Let's see. Okay. My 19 male girlfriend, 19 female, spent $500 on me for Valentine's Day, and we've been together for 2 weeks. So I met this girl on Hinge. Everything went really well at first. We had similar interests, and she was super hardworking and energetic, which I liked. I asked her not to get me anything expensive for Valentine's Day since we agreed to exchange gifts then. I bought her a stuffed animal and her favorite candy. And she bought me $500 worth of stuff. A flannel, record player, two bottomed, I don't know what this means, two bottles of cologne, flowers, etc. We're both college students and she works a minimum wage job. I'm really creeped out by this since it's only been like 3 weeks of us dating. Should I leave her, yes or no? And then there's an edit that says we've been together for closer to a month rather than 2 weeks. I find that to be a red flag, but I feel like there's a conversation that can be had. I don't think you have to break up because this is like, I mean, on a scale of things that you could do to a person, this seems like it's on the top end of like really nice things to do for someone. But being together for such a short amount of time and spending that much money on a person is wild, and I would be overwhelmed as well. I would also be a little bit freaked out like you are. So maybe just having that conversation like, hey, actually a couple on here that are about Valentine's Day. Alright, let's see. Okay. Is it a bad idea for myself, 28 male, to send a girlfriend, 24 female, flowers during relationship break? Hold on. The disrespect. Hi all. My girlfriend and I decided to take a break last Friday after 3 years of dating. We're doing long distance, 2 hours, because she's finishing grad school and I work full time. She wanted a break because she does school full time and works 2 jobs, at least 20 plus hours per week. It's hard for us to schedule time to get together due to her schedule and working weekends. About a month ago, we had a talk to discuss communication because I felt like it was lacking for a long distance relationship. Last Friday, she said she feels guilty and wants a break to focus on school. We agreed we both still care about each other, but she's feeling a lot of stress and pressure. The boundaries of the break were to halt, snap, text, but we agreed to keep the door open to reach out if either one needed anything. When discussing the break boundaries, I asked about sending flowers for Valentine's Day. She started to cry and said you don't need to. She loves flowers and part of me wants to drive to deliver flowers with no contact, leave it outside her apartment, maybe with a note to tell her the flowers are no strings attached and wishing her well. Given we're on a break, I'm not sure if this is a good idea. Edit. Reason for the break is for us to take a step back to understand what we want and if and how we can make it work the next 1.5 years of her schooling. We agreed to take a month of little to no communication to process what we want. We're not allowed to date anyone else at this time. I don't think she's cheating, talking with other guys. I understand people cheat and lie, however, I fully trust this is not the case. If I'm wrong, it will be much easier to move on and would never consider sending flowers. Interesting. Well, she said that she feels guilty and wants a break to focus on school. If that was me, and I'm on a break with someone, and I already feel guilty about the lack of communication and stuff, and now I can't put all my energy into this relationship, and that person still sends me flowers even if we're on a break, I'm gonna feel guiltier. I think that you guys need to put more boundaries on this break, because if you're taking a break and you're not gonna snap and text each other, but you're gonna keep the door open to reach out if you need anything, I don't know, it hasn't been defined enough to me, like what this break is. It kind of seems like, then the person says at the end, we're trying to take a step back to understand what we want and if and how we can make it work. I don't think you'll know if you can make it work unless you keep trying to make it work. And if it just doesn't change, then you know. But I don't think the break is like doing what you guys think it is. And I think it's hard to take a break and figure that out. And then I think it's hard to be on a break and still sending, like, if you're not going to even text and stuff, you're not really communicating, then I don't think you should send flowers. I think that makes a break even harder if it's supposed to be like a legit break. Personally, I'm not a fan of breaks. I think a break is a breakup. And then if you find your way back to each other, then you find your way back. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. That's not the question. I don't think they should send flowers. What do you guys think? I think it just complicates things. It would make her feel bad and also sad that she's not with him because they didn't break up on bad terms, or they didn't go on the break on bad terms. Anyway, that one was kind of hard. I'm gonna stop there. If you want me to read more of these in a later video, just let me know. I wouldn't mind. I told y'all I love just the videos where I'm just reading stuff.